Hello and welcome back to Puzzle Games. I'm the Beef in 314. You are watching the Lakitu Open, part of the 2025-2026 Tetris Attack versus Speedrun World Championship Tournament Series, presented by the League of Puzzle Speedrunners. And you may have seen this last year, if you've been watching us, watching our tournaments, going on. This is kind of a run back from last year's Lunchfish Open. This is the number 1 seed, Cards of the Heart, against the number 5 seed, Yukisaka. Yukisaka just taking out Wizard Person 2-0 to get here. And yeah, we're going to start off on the normal difficulty for this one. And yeah, this is going to be a little different. So usually in the semifinals, we were going to be doing all V hard all the time. But with the amount of people that we received today for this tournament, we switching up a little bit. So we're going to be going into a different little thing today. This is going to be a popcorn level pick. This is going to be easy, normal, hard, and V hard. All of them are on the table. Cards deferred the first game choice to Yukisaka, who goes with normal. And I think that's correct. I think that's a really good choice. I think, not because it's my favorite category, but I think that normal is probably one of, if not Yuki's best categories. So yeah, I agree with the strategy. Good luck to the runners. Let's see what we can do. And yeah, this is race weekend. The Indy 500's going on this weekend, so have some races on this wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Got a little. We're gonna take a look at cards first here. Good 6 combo. Okay. It looked like he was trying to complete a 5 combo there, but just couldn't find it. It's got 3 combos on the back end, but Yuki sends a very, very solid attack for a 13-second lack. Meanwhile, Cards is going to have to deal with a garbage clear here. And these garbage clears are really going to put some pressure on our players, like, I don't know if they're screen watching, obviously. I know Cards is screen watching, so he knows that if he gets, a garbage clear, he's going to have to, get into high gear and make sure that nothing bad happens. Good recognition from Yuki to break up that, but it's going to get garbage cleared here, unfortunately. Sends it back up 8 combo and a 6 combo. Good 17. There's going to be another clear from Cards on those blues. Yeah, Cards not happy about that. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Clears on my board means, I don't know. I'm not Elton John, okay? No one's Elton John. Beautiful lag chain setup. Double lag chain setup. Very nice. Got that down really fast. 12? 12-second normal. Yeah, Yuki's nodding his head like Will Smith. He knows that was a really good stage. And that's 3 for 3 garbage clears for Cards and chain off the garbage. And Cards does not have this dog topped off. This dog definitely dug a hole out of there. It's gonna end up with a 20. That was a weird pattern set up there, but Yuki's gonna get a disjointed 3 chain here. But can't be feeling too great. Gets a 3-6. Is gonna have Wiggler topped off. Wiggler's gonna crawl up to that top and is gonna exit with an 18. Very nicely done. Cards tries to do a midair catch, doesn't get it. And see, this is what I was talking about with easy. Like, the garbage clears are just so brutal on the lower difficulties. It takes so long to resolve them. It takes so long because you have to send so much garbage. They're not gonna, clear anything by themselves. It's just disaster waiting to happen. Yuki finally getting his first garbage clear. I shouldn't say finally, but whatever, man. But yeah, Yuki's blazing right now. Almost a 1-stage lead going into that. Oh my goodness, another midair swap, and I don't think that one was intentional. I think that one, Cards did not want to have happen there. Man, these 5 combos from Yuki, another lag chain. Yep, Yuki is really showing his stuff and how he's, you know, really leveled up, especially in normal. Second tier garbage clear there for Yuki. Super unfortunate, but what you gonna do? This might give Cards an opportunity to catch up here. Oh no! Oh, okay. Very good for Yuki. So one of the things I want to talk about real quick is this game is called Tetris Attack for a reason. What do I mean by that? Well, you don't just want to sit there and dirtle and allow the enemy to start clearing garbage. Well, I mean, you can't help that. The problem is that if you don't have any garbage sent uh, to back it up, once the enemy clears all the garbage, then you're not topped off anymore. So Yuki, you know, making sure that sending a little bit more, gonna get the enemy topped off here, but that second tier clear was that was rude of Fish. That's very standard of that enemy. I know everyone in the Gremlin pit does not like Lunchfish, and they're correct to not like him. Cards is a lot of his stages are requiring 9 lines, requiring tons of garbage. Excuse me. And Yuki could have seen there was an 8 combo inside of that chain, excuse me. But doesn't take it, but doesn't need it. It's gonna get a 15. It's gonna enter the normal cave, I think around sub 450? Yeah, sub 450. Another 3 pop from Cards. From Cards is Raven. Raven not being cool, but Cards is gonna enter the cave at about 503, so Cards is about 13 seconds behind. Not insurmountable, but this is quite the lead that Yuki has already built up. Another 8 combo. Excellent 8 combo. Yep. There you go. Making sure that you send 2 lines at a time. Yeah, that's super duper strong. Yeah, Yuki demonstrating right there with a 14. Very, very solid. Cards is going to be 1 line short. Gonna send a chain. Ah, oh, that 2 chain's going to stall all the garbage coming over, and the stars are going to align for a garbage clear. And there's going to be at least a 5 chain off of this. Oh my god. Oh, what the hell, buddy? And as you saw, you know, the enemy's cursor didn't move at all. And the reason for that is that these enemies do not know how to skill chain. They do not know how to set up anything. So, you know, all of that was purely incidental. And that's not good for Cards. He's gonna need Yuki's Kamek to really put the troll screws on in order to, you know, hopefully get back into this. But Yuki doesn't look like... Yeah, look at that murder face. Yuki's got the murder face going. Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna let this go. 4-5 here. Jordan. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, going... Okay, yeah, he's just making sure. He's just like, I don't want anything to happen, but because you sent way too... You sent a lot, but that means that they're gonna clear this. Doesn't look like there's gonna be any incidental clears here, and bang! Time! You pump that fist, buddy! Yukisaka. Very nicely done. Capitalizing there on the unfortunate garbage clears that Cards was experiencing there. Incidental clear. Okay. Alright, Cards is going to finish that Kamek with a 15. Very nice, but yeah. Yukisaka going to take game 1 over Cards with a 651 against Cards' 707. So Yuki is going to take game number 1 and star number 1. And as I'm seeing what level Cards is going to want to do as the loser of this race, he's got easy hard and V hard on the table. Yeah, this is shaping out to be a good match. Timers are going to start counting down. We're going to be off momentarily with game 2. I'm going to take a sip of my yerba mate real quick. I got the berry kind. That's not bad. Boy, it isn't bad. Because we're going to start this right now. Looks like Cards wanted to set up, you know, like an 8 combo there, but misses the insert there. Gets a 4-5, gets the Jordan right there. Gonna multitask there, but might have a PPL kill. Nope, not quite. Ah, the greens are gonna align there, and now Cards Hearts is gonna get broken because you know the hearts are gonna align there, and I think Lak's gonna start moving up. Yep, gonna start moving up, but gonna get a 30. Not a good way to start, especially with Yuki getting a 17 there. Wow, excellent 6 chain. Yeah, Yuki doesn't have... Okay, going to an 8 chain? Yeah. I gotta agree with that, even though there's gonna be a ton of jiggle. I mean, there were no combos in this attack at all. Yep. Bumpty's not gonna have enough time to get out of there, and... You know, with the amount of combos that Yuki saw in that attack, yeah, I mean, he was correct in extending it all the way to an 8 chain. Sometimes forky strats, sometimes you gotta use them, you know? And having that kind of awareness, having the awareness to understand that you need to send combos, or send a big chain, you know, that's really good to get you smartened up in this game. You can send a 4 chain, all the combo garbage is just sitting up there. Ooh, Yuki almost getting punished for not releasing that combo garbage, you know, in the queue. And both dogs are going to be dueling 17s here. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Both players exiting the first quarter at under 2 minutes. What you want to see. Yuki going for the Yuki special. Now, I don't know what the hell that was about, because you had an 8 combo there, buddy. And you just broke your 8 combo. I'm gonna need an explanation of that later. Now, you're the master of the 7 combo. You know what you're doing. I'm not gonna question your expertise. But what I am gonna question is this Wiggler not being a homie to Yuki, gonna get an incidental chain, gonna get it clear there, and Cards is gonna take the lead here with a 19 out of Wiggler. Yuki dealing with a 37, he ain't happy about that. It's because you started with a 7 combo, not an 8 combo. Come on, man. I'm just messing. I know you know what you're doing. Cards gonna have a good 4, another Jordan right there. 5-4 there. Another garbage clear, and that's the thing with this game. You just cannot catch a break sometimes. This is huge from Yuki. I think he's sending way too much. He is making sure that these enemies are topped off. I mean, he's seeing that there's a clearing pattern happening, but this jiggle is going to be enough for... Yep, this jiggle is going to be enough for Froggy to get a clear here. All right, gonna get out in 32. Not the greatest. Man, so many garbage clears today. These enemies are just not messing around. It makes me worried about my match against FFR. It's like these enemies are gonna be mean to both of us. Cards getting a 16 out of Blarg. Gonna exit the first half under 345, so we're looking on sub-8 pace. We're looking good. That's the name of the game. You know, that's the name of the game. You want to convert your sub-8s, you know, like... Because if you get your sub-8, you're probably going to win the race. Oh, that was a really good attack from Cards. You know, very combo heavy, but unfortunately, you know... Unfortunately, the fish is going to get that clear. Sets up another 9 combo. Going to get out at 20 seconds, and... Cards is going to solidify his 1-stage lead over Yuki. Yuki's going to exit the first half at about 422. So yeah, Yuki's almost a little bit under 40 seconds behind right now. Cards understanding that, yep. Swaps out of it, but Cards saw that he was, doing well with that chain. Just broke it there. I think he saw that he kind of needed to do that. Second tier clear. It's gonna resolve both chain garbage. Incidental chain there. Yeah, and Raven's really fast. Raven's on a clearing pattern now. Uh-oh. A Skell chain? Frame perfect swap? This is gonna get down stack, down stack. The stars? Nope. But yeah, that was a really aggressive clearing pattern from Cards' Raven here. Gonna get into the cave at about 523. Yeah, 523. More fortunate Raven from Yuki. Gonna make up at least 15 seconds there. Gonna enter the cave at 533, so... Alright, both players are, this isn't too shabby, and as Wizzy P is saying in our live chat, as long as you enter the cave within a stage of V-Hard, you're gonna have a chance, and this is the difficulty we're at, where all the enemies start figuring out how to do chains by themselves. But there were no chains on Cards' side, gonna end up with an 18 hook built. I feel that any stage under 30 seconds in the cave is really, really strong. And any stage, that's under 20 seconds is, that's the bread and butter. But what isn't the bread and butter is there's going to be an incidental chain off of this. There's going to be at least a 5 chain here. Nope, just stops at a 4 chain. Okay, I thought it was going to be way worse, but I don't know. It doesn't look like there's going to be anything worse than, Hook Bill getting rid of all this garbage. But Card's a 12-second plant. Very, very strong. Padding his lead going into Kamek. Definitely on sub-8 pace here. Yeah, Yuki can't be worried. You can't be worried about that. You just gotta play your game. You just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep pushing through. Good 6 combo into a... Yep, that's a lag chain right there. Very well done. But there's a 6-7 chain. Yeah, Kamek's gonna keep going on this. Yep, Kamek's gonna keep going on this. There's gonna be a down stack here. Incidental clear here. Oh, there's gonna be the triangles are gonna... The blues are gonna roll in there. That's why they call them the blues. Nothing else here. Ooh, there's an incidental chain. Yep. This is not gonna be good. Yep, the diamonds. Oh, the stars. Another chain off the garbage here for Cards. This is potentially an opportunity for Yuki to make up some time here. And you can't... That's the thing with this game. You cannot... Sometimes the cave AI is just gonna do this. And you're gonna get a minute 4. Yuki resetting the stage here. Don't know what was going on there, but I trust that Yuki knows what's going on. I trust Yuki knows what's up. Probably have to do some more analysis after the show, but this first attack is just not materializing for him. Heart's hitting a decent attack here against Bowser, but Bowser's gonna start chaining here. Yep, gonna drop the heart down. Yep. Yeah, Yuki's again short, 2 lines short here. Meanwhile, Bowser's got all that jiggle going on. And Bowser's in a very aggressive clearing pattern here. Gonna get the heart chain. Alright. Not gonna run himself all the way out of blocks, but pretty close. I think these, Cards setting up another 8 combo. I think he's gonna... Oh, there's... Oh. Yep, this is the Bowser problem that this game has. I mean, I love this game, okay? I love this game more than many things in my life. But I gotta say, the Bowser problem is not a fun problem. But he's not gonna go to second tier. He's not gonna see it, and that'll do it. I mean, it wasn't pretty. And I think Cards will agree with me that it wasn't very pretty, but yeah. Cards will take that 926. He's like, okay, that's fine. Crushed Kamek right there. Delicious crushed Kamek. And that 926 means Cards is going to take game 2. And as we wind down Yuki's Bowser right here, interested to see where this is going to go. because, you know, it's going to be Yuki's pick. You know, that's the advantage for winning. Excuse me. It's been a long week. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where Yuki's going to go with this pick. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know, you know, but easy and hard, two very, very extremely trolley difficulties if it happens. If you know, the AI decides to not be a homie, kind of like how Bowser is being right now. This is a super aggressive clearing pattern from Bowser. Does Yuki have Bowser topped off? Yes. Bowser says no talking. And Yuki better have a, you know, does not have enough on the back end to get Bowser topped off here. This is going to be a lot of panels because of all this combo garbage. And Bowser is still not topped off. And looks like he's going to restep the stage. No, he is just going to nope out of there. He is done with that. So, by tournament regulation, got a player forfeit. It will be the winning time plus 5 minutes. So we're gonna clock that in at 14:26, and with Yuki's dying breath from that V hard, he's wanting to go hard. And timers are gonna start counting down. This is game 3. Winner is gonna move on to the finals of the Lakitu Open. Loser is gonna leave with an extra point. You know, each player won a round today, so they're each gonna get 1 point from this match. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Good luck to both runners. Okay, Yuki's gonna go to a 7 chain. That's a little much, but you know, yeah, the cursor is nowhere to be found on Yuki's side for a 15. Cards is also gonna get a 15. Both players having, you know, differing styles there. More combos from Cards, more chains from Yuki, but we get the same number. We get out of there at the same time. Cards seeing that 6 combo right there, gonna immediately get a 5 combo and another 5 combo. Ooh, lag chain right there. Just from how it resolved there. Oh, Cards almost getting a 10-second stage, making me pay some money, but nah, gonna get a clear right there. Both players are gonna experience some clears here. Cards is gonna take a 3-second lead out of Bumpty. I love watching, you know, like this game and kind of seeing what patterns that you should be making for your chains. Like trying to follow along with the players at home, you know, the players playing right now to see, like, did I send that right? Is that something that I would send? Top player is sending that. Is that kind of something I should be looking for? Both players, you know, not having any troubles here. Yuki gonna gain another second here against Cards. This is speed level 6, you know, so this goes pretty quickly, you know, and we go all the way to Bowser just like we do in V Hard, but oh, wow, another frame perfect swap there from Cards, you know. Yeah, and Wiggler is pretty low here, but just a sliver of a line away. And there's going to be some shake here. Not too much. But Yuki is going to be 2 lines short after this down stack. Gets a backup 8 combo there. Only going to lose a few seconds there, but, you know, like, you want to keep building seconds after each stage because there's going to get a point, especially in hard, where you're not going to be able to come back. Like, the lead is just going to be too big. Hard splitting up that attack very early, but it's gonna make it up with a 15 there. Oh, there's some diamonds there. Oh wow, some incidental clears here. There's gonna be a chain off. Oh wow, Froggy swapped out of that clear, but you know, unfortunately, even though that 18's decent, you know, he's gonna fall a little bit more behind against Cards. Cards is gonna drop that initial chain there. You know, didn't see that was gonna work, but goes the oops all combos route, and it actually works. It actually works for a 13 there. Yuki's just gotta let this go. But oh my god, yeah. Yeah, Blarg has just got down there way too low. Yuki sending more 7s. The Yuki special. Yeah, Blarg's gonna start going up. Okay. Blarg didn't go up, but that's okay. I guess Blarg didn't go up because it wasn't Tuesday. Boo, get better material. Cards don't need better material. Cards getting a 14 out of that fish. Gonna get out of there, you know, sub 4 minutes. Very, very strong. Yuki, oh, Yuki just, you know, just barely not there for that. Just, that's what happens when it looks like you just frame perfect swap that. Just caught it. Just, Yuki did not want to get that. I think Yuki's gonna go. Yuki's thinking about going probably to a 7 chain. Nope, just a 6 chain. I think that's gonna be enough here. Okay, gonna get out with a 25, but Cards is dealing with another garbage clear here on Raven. I don't think Raven's gonna get to anything. All right, 23. Cards is gonna enter the cave. I think about 456, 436. Excuse me, 436. Yeah. And Yuki falling a little bit more behind, but it's not insurmountable yet. But that's something you don't want to see. You don't. And another drop chain. Yeah, there's just way too many 3 chains here. There's just way too much of that. It's not very conducive to sending blocks that really stack well, because especially because those single 2 chains are very easily dealt with. They're very easily resolved into panels. Red's gonna get a 19 out of Hookbill and is gonna convert his full stage lead. Yuki getting into the cave at about 518, 517. Alright, Card sitting at 3-5 there. Very nice. Ooh, drop 4-4. Very good, very good. He's topped off here. Yep. Bang. 12 seconds. Very nicely done. And Yuki not to be outdone with an 18 Hookbill. You know, trying to keep in there, trying to get in there, but this is approaching the point where, you know, Yuki's gonna need some trolls from Kamek and Bowser. And remember, this is the end of the road. You know, this winner goes on, loser goes home. Wow, beautiful drop lag chain there, and another 12-second hard stage for Cards. Yep, looking strong, and Plant is gonna break Yuki's heart with that garbage clear. Gonna have enough, but Cards is on Bowser, so I think, you know, Cards is on sub 7 pace here. Oh, misses the lag chain, but reconverts into it. Very nice. And Cards is gonna throw down an 8 combo for good measure, but there's gonna be a chain here. Is Bowser gonna start doing the thing? Uh-oh, Bowser's gonna start doing the thing here, but there's no incidental chains here. And clunk. Woo! That was a scary one for Cards. And Yuki's finishing up here at Kamek. We're gonna switch the audio over there. We're gonna take a listen, and yeah. Didn't expect that. I thought, you know, but very nicely done from Cards there. Gets a 706. And as Yuki's finishing up, yeah, Cards is gonna move on to the championship match for the Lakitu Open, and let's Let's cheer on our boy, Yukisaka. Alright, there we go, there we go. That's good. Drop, yep. Drop 5 chain, love it, love it. Raises for the 9 combo. You love to see it, you love to see it. And look how low this Bowser is. This Bowser is gonna be on row 1. And crush. Bowser says, you can have the courtesy scoop. We'll give that to you. We'll also give Yuki an 821 officially clocking in there. And yeah, this was quite contentious and very good for the next race. And yeah, Cards is gonna take it here. Cards is gonna take game 3 with a 706 to Yuki's 821. He's gonna take his second star. He's gonna get the win here. So congratulations to Yukisaka winning round 1, winning a match here. He's gonna walk out of here with 4 points. Cards is gonna get 2 points for this match, and as only we can. Cards hydrates. Let's make this result official, shall we? With a score of 2-1, Cards of the Heart takes it over Yukisaka. Gonna get 2 points on the leaderboard and is gonna move on to the championship match. Yeah, that was a rough one. You gotta wipe your brow on that for sure. But yeah, let's get this bracket updated. Let's take a look at the bracket now. Yeah, very good match. Even Yuki did put up a really good fight. Putting up really solid times and making it competitive. Cards needed to sweat this one. So very well done, and we're gonna move on now to the other semifinal, which is gonna be with me versus FFR Pro 21. So don't go anywhere. You are watching the 2025/2026 Lakitu Open. Who will survive?